Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, I appreciate your patience. All right. Was running around. It's a hectic day. Shout out to everybody in the building. Guys, real quick, couple of church announcements. You know the drill. Do me a favor. Go on Facebook. Go on IG. Post this, man. Tell people to get in here. We're about to drop some crazy game tonight. My U fam, if you're in the building, all right, you see it. You see it. It's going out this week. You see the vibes. You see the vibes. I see my man Bam. My man Bam said Coach time schedule be like waiting on the plug. Hey, listen. Some great things take time. Some great things take time. Guys, listen, tonight is going to be dope. I know it's a crazy day. It's election day. There's so many different things going on. So I appreciate you guys being here tonight to soak up this game, soak up this information. It's going to be a powerful conversation. Tonight, I'm going to be joined by John Washington, good friend of mine. He's from the Richmond area. This guy's sharp. He definitely knows what he's doing. He's been doing a great job. And it's going to be a beautiful time, man. Let me know where you guys are at. Where are you guys from? Tap in with me. My students, if you're in here, let me know where you guys tapping in from. Texting John, making sure he's getting on here all right. Yes. Tonight we have the bandit sign bully. All right, my guy John Washington is coming through. Kansas City, I see you in here. Alfonso, what's up? I owe you a message. I saw it earlier. I apologize. I got you on my list. I'm going to hit you back so we can get together tomorrow. How do you comp if cash comps are for light rehabs and subject prop is full? Let me read this again. Make sure I understand if you comp if cash comps are. Guys, so listen, the comp method that I teach you guys, the comp method that we use, you are looking to find the same or similar property condition comps, and you're going to match your value from that. Another thing that you can do is you can always take a look at fully renovated properties, and you can take a look at what those were purchased for by the flipper before they put them on the market, okay? Let's see what we got. John is literally down the hall right now. And we're trying to get him logged in, all right, down the hall here at the office. So we'll see if we can get my guy going. If not, might just have to bring him in here. We might just have to do it right here. So we'll see if we can get him up and moving. You guys on Facebook, if you're not signed up for StreamYard, I'm not sure who you are. Guys, while we're waiting on for John, if you got a question, go ahead and drop it for me in the post. Telling John to shoot down the hall. Let me see what we got. Yeah, my guy, Maurice, you see me. I got the new merch is in. The new merch is in. All right. We got fitted today. So, listen, man, we booming, man. It's booming. Guys, if you place the order for the merchandise, that's going to be going out here in the next day or two. We'll make sure we get that out to you guys so you're good to go. Do I have a standard formula for complete gut rehabs? No, I don't use a formula for that because what we do is we use the as-is comps. All right, we use the as-is comps. Now, if you're trying to figure out repair costs and things like that, we don't do that. We just strictly work off the as-is comps, guys. It takes you literally minutes to comp a property, and you're able to get rocking and rolling, all right? Locked up another one. Wavy, my guy, Wavy Bam, all the way in North Carolina, my guy has locked up another deal. I love to see this, man. I love to see my students prospering, being successful, getting things done. It's an absolutely beautiful thing. We got John coming in the conference room. All right. We got John hitting the building. We're going to have to tag team this right here. One screen. Let's get it done. John Washington, let's go.
We in here.
So look, pull this chair up. I'm gonna get you to park beside me, man. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, man. Let me make sure you all the way in the shot. All right, here we go, man. Here we go. So, guys, this is John Washington. This is going to be a super dope conversation, man. I'm super excited about having it. John, first and foremost, my good brother, thank you for being here. All right,
thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. So, what we're doing, man, is I'm looking at some of the comments. We got people flooding in. Let's see some questions we got. I got a deal, but I'm trying to be careful because the seller may be on the do not call list. Build good rapport, but I'm still trying to be on the safe side. How would you send the contract to the seller? Listen, man, sometimes you gotta be willing to roll the dice. All right, if you want to make some money, you got to make a decision, man. If it's me, I'm sending the contract. Now, John, what would you do?
You already talked to him. If you already worked the deal.
If you build the rapport, man, you got to trust your process. If you built rapport, you got to go eat, man. Sharks got to eat, so you got to go make that happen. John, look, let's jump into it. It's election night. Everybody's ready to get off of here, go watch their favorite fake news network.
Right.
As some people like to call it. All right. I think there's a lot of great news networks out here to watch. But what I want to do first, John, let's get into it, because what we're going to talk about tonight is how to start wholesaling with no money. But for people to understand how to do this, all right, and what it takes to be able to do what you're going to explain, I feel like we got to take it back.
All right.
And John, when I say I feel like we got to take it back, I think we got to take this back. It's 2020, about to be 2021 in less than 90 days. Let's take it back. When did you and I first meet?
Maybe 2010, 11, 12, somewhere around there, early.
I think it was 2010, guys. So to be clear, John and I used to go, put up bandit signs, look at houses.
Send mail.
Yellow letters. You guys don't even know about that. Direct mail. And this is back when I'm dead broke. John, I'm assuming you were dead broke. And
had a little money, but I was broke.
Broke. and trying to make some different things happen.
Right.
All right. Now, John and I synced back up some years later, which was dope. I ran into him at an event. He was still grinding, still hustling. Where were you at that time? And I think that was 2018. So, where were you at that time, man?
So then I was broke. So I'll take it back a little bit further. I'll take it back to maybe 2017. So 2017, I pretty much made a decision. It was going to be all or nothing. I didn't have any money, maybe $1,500. I dumped it all in the mailing. I got some bandit signs. Ended up doing no deals. I think I ended up doing no deals that year in 2017. So 2018, I was like, I got to make it shake. So I tried it one more time. I ended up driving for dollars. I did one deal in 2018, made about $6,500. And then from then, about halfway through the year, I switched the model up. I was like, because I don't have money to keep dumping in the signs, keep dumping in the mailing. So I started calling. I didn't really know about buying lists back then, nothing like that. So I was just pretty much driving, using 411.com or Fast People Search or whatever free.
Fast People Search.
Yeah. Whatever free skip tracing service I could use. Just basically doing it a long way. Go drive, go home, search all the addresses through the property, through the county website, then try to skip trace them and, just going a long way. So I decided to just started calling and start going to the probate.
Well, so let's talk about this though, before we get into this, right?
All right.
So because guys, John just dropped a buzzword on you real quick, probate. All right. If you don't know what probate is, you should be writing this down on a piece of paper to look into after this is over. All right. So John, let me ask you this, right? So how do you even find out about probate? Because that's not like a normal list so how do you even find out about probates in the first place? So
I actually knew about when I first learned about wholesaling. It was actually one of the strategies that I first learned. But I tried it, but it's you kind of run into you don't really know what to do. So you go down to the courthouse, you're looking around, you're like, where's the probates? And they look at you like you're stupid. And,
Right.
And then you just like go home and never try it again. So that kind of was the case. Like I learned about it like back in 2008, 2009, but it just took that long. I think I tried it a couple years later, but after I failed at it, it just took that long to revisit it.
And let me ask you this, man. I know we got a lot of people watching this or that will see this that are struggling in their own way about being consistent or, dealing with some of the lumps that you get or that you deal with when it comes to wholesaling and real estate. What was those years like for you, man? Because like, let's say 2011 to 2018, so 7 years.
Yeah.
All right. So like, and John, you know this, I keep it real with everybody, right? So like most people ain't lasting 7 years in wholesaling. Like it's not like it's not people aren't doing it.
Nah.
They burning out, right? They're starting
3 months.
3 months. I didn't get a deal. It's only been 3 months.
A year.
Some, right. And so how did you, I think you were doing deals here and there, right? Like it wasn't consistent.
Right.
But what made you stick with this for 7 years?
I mean, I decided when I started doing it that I wanted to get, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get good at it and make it work. So it's just, I knew it was, I didn't know it would take that long, but I knew it would take some time to, kind of understand what was going on.
Yeah.
Because I was just fresh in the game. I was just doing whatever the course they're doing. I'm trying everything.
Right.
Whatever everything that's in my comfort zone, I should say. Because, you do some of the stuff, you don't really do all of the stuff. So you get your results like that. You get inconsistent results.
Yeah. And so I want you to speak to the young John Washington, right? This from the environment that you're from, the things the world and these possibilities might not even be realistic because that's just a fact. Right. So at some point, man, like you got exposed to this information and decided to do something with it.
Right.
And I think what happens with a lot of people is they face any sort of adversity in this business, any sort of difficulty whatsoever in this business, and they're just ready to give it up. Right. Yeah. Like what does that person need to know that's feeling or thinking that right now?
I mean, just keep pushing forward. I mean, it's not the way it's marketed is kind of like, yeah, you'll get in wholesale and you'll make $1 million tomorrow and
right.
30 days you'll be up $10,000. I'll teach you how to make $10,000 in 30 days.
Right.
So you'll come into it. A lot of people come into it with an unrealistic expectation. And don't get me wrong, some people do come right in and do make $10,000, $15,000 and
crush it.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's not really how it goes. I mean, it took me from 2008 when I first learned to like 2012 to my first deal.
Wow.
So
4 years.
Yeah, it took me like 4 years.
You got my 2 years beat.
Yeah.
You got my 2 years beat.
But you a grinder though. You way more consistent than I was. I mean, in the show, you know what I mean? I was bullshit.
But let's talk about that too though, right? Because you're in charge of university. You hear some of the conversations with the students. I think we had one of these conversations about being motivated, mindset, things of that nature, I think last week on our call. So you talked about the fact that you feel that you lack consistency in the business when you were starting out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What made you realize that you lack consistency, and how did you fix that?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I mean, the results, I mean, I knew I rode the roller coaster enough times where you do a deal and, you're on top of the way you do a deal. You got a little bit of money. So you stop marketing. You get one contract. So you completely stop marketing, man, and you go chasing this contract down, and then
listen,
it might close, it might not. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, some of y'all that have done deals gotta feel this because I know I feel it. Some of y'all have done a deal or two, even done a few deals, and then like that, John. I know exactly what you're saying. Like that one bag hit,
Yeah.
That one look that you get that one check and that you might hit 15, 20 on it.
Yeah.
And you like, man, I'm gonna cool out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit at the house a little. I'm gonna go out of town. Go.
Yeah.
I've been there. And so
let me get a card.
Right. Yeah. Let me hit the lot. And so what happens is you start to lose your consistency. Right. And in my opinion, where that comes from is a place we get stuck inside of comfort. Right. So the money, we get some money and it gives us a little bit of freedom, a little bit of flexibility. And then we kind of just cool out. And I see this happen with a lot of people too, where they'll get started inside the business and they got a nice W-2 job. They got a nice job, right? Or they still live at home and their parents is taking care of them or something like that. And then they don't want to, they lose the consistency because they're comfortable.
Right.
And what I want people to understand is that this business isn't a place for feeling comfortable.
At all.
You got to be a grinder. So what switched that gear for you in 2018?
I mean, just that. I mean, I'm looking at the results. I'm looking at it. I'm delivering pieces.
Wait, we got to talk about this though.
Yeah.
John, you my guy. You know this, $100,000.
Yeah.
The Bandit Sign Bully, all right, has come through the Charged Up Studios. He's kicking it with me tonight. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right. Is this the first podcast or anything
Yeah, this is the first one.
I'm happy to do it here, man. I really am. So talk about that though. So you're delivering pizzas. Then you tell me at one point you was waiting tables.
No, it was the pizza.
Pieces.
Delivering pieces, man. Like I ain't, but yeah, I'm working. I got a bullshit job. I mean, it's paying the bills. It was so I won't starve it or nothing like that.
But here's the thing though. You could have felt that you was better than that. And here's the reality that people gotta understand is, John, you got a family, right?
Yeah.
And this should never be any job or any opportunity that you feel is below you, right? I mean, this business is about knowing how to be humble, knowing how to take adversity and how to move forward, right? So, John, I remember I bumped into you in 2018. We were at an event.
That was 2019, yeah.
February 2019?
End of January, going into February 2019.
I bump into John at an event. And if I could be real, right? So I'm thinking to myself, I see you at this event. And how old was your son at the time?
3.
Son, you got your son with you. Yeah. Your son's 3. And I had, you guys know my story. I had already gone through my own personal adversity at that point, right? 2017, I feel like I'm losing everything. I'm on the brink of bankruptcy. Things are crazy. And I fight. I get everything back on track. And I come to this event and I see John. Now this is John, the Bandit Sign Bully. It's a guy that 7, 8 years ago, we riding around town, looking at houses, putting up signs. And, at some point things started to go a good way for me. And whether that's consistency, timing, whatever, right? Like the ball just bounced differently for me. And started this huge business and doing all these crazy things. And I saw you at this event, all right? And you got your 3-year-old son with you at the event.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking in my head when I saw you. I see you, and I literally say to myself, damn. And the reason, I'm going to tell you why I said damn. I don't know if I told you this before or not, all right? Because when I almost went bankrupt, bro, all right? There was days I wanted to give up on this business. Straight up. It was days, the tough days. I'm like, man, maybe it just won't meant to be. Right? Maybe I gotta just go do something else.
Yeah.
And there were little things over the course of time that helped build me back up mentally, to get back to where I needed to be, to get back to where I wanted to go. Right. So I saw you at this event. And I'm thinking like, man, what does this say about me that I consider that sometimes giving up, mailing it in. And 6, 7 years later, my man is still here going hard. Like,
ain't no other way, man. That was my mentality.
Like, bruh, like 6, 7 years later, you still going?
Ain't got no other way.
And I'm gonna be real. I saw you at the event. I left, went home, burst into tears, man. Started crying. I'm sitting in the living room crying. And I'm literally like, nah, man, like if he pushing that hard right now, I got to do whatever I can to be a part of his story to try to help him in some way, whatever that is, whether it's something super small, whether it's something big, like whatever I can do, that type of effort, that type of consistency deserves to be rewarded. And so I came back to the event. Me and you went into another room. I don't know if you remember this. Me and you went into another room.
Yeah.
Right. And how do you remember that conversation, by the way?
Well, when we dipped off.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I barely remember it, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember we had the other guy in there.
I don't even remember who else was in there with us. I know it was somebody in there with us. So,
YouTuber, I forget what it is.
Oh, Connor.
Connor Steinberg.
Yeah, Connor. Yeah, Shout out to my man Connor, man. Yeah. And so I see you. We chop it up, and I'm just like, bro, like whatever I can do to help you out, just holler at me. Anything I could do, man, I want to do it because I see you out here still pushing forward. Still
we was like we're gonna meet up. We was like, let's meet up later.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna show you, you know what I'm saying,
how to go out here and get this money and get busy, right? So I think we synced up at Mona. We chopped it up.
Yep.
You know, we I think I gave you some scripts or something. I can't remember this.
We did a mind map.
Yeah, we mapped out the whole business.
I still got the mind map. But that go to consistency. Even still, I was still inconsistent because I ain't even lie. When I first got that's Mojo and Carl. Like,
I remember. So yeah. So we sit down. I'm probably smoking a cigar. We sit down and I mapped out the business for you, the stuff you needed. I'm like, yo, let me shoot you the scripts, bro. Like whatever you need.
Yep.
And so, boom, you dip out. You go, man. And this is what I remember. You dip and you start hitting this shit hard, bro.
Yeah, like, I was already hitting hard before I came there. Like from
So tell us where you were at that moment when we sync back up.
So I just, like I said, I did that 2018. I did that one deal for 6,500. Was pretty much broke again. So right there, I was broke again.
Word.
I think I just closed the deal, maybe 3,500, small deal like that. So I was all, then I took that little paper I had and I was like, well, let me get the Mojo and let me, you know what I'm saying? Try to do something with that. And I mean, that's where I was with it, you know, and I was just, at that point I was going to the courts every month or so, month.
And so that next deal, like where did things start to go from you from there?
Oh, the next deal was crazy.
Well, we got to talk about it for the people. What'd you hit on that next deal, John?
Man, I made 39,000 on it.
39,000.
Yeah, on my second deal that year.
That's more than I used to make at T-Mobile, man.
That's more I made the whole 2 years. Like shit, I quit. Like,
that's
for the closing. I was like, man,
I gotta get out of here. I got gone, bro. Ain't no more pieces.
I tried to give him another month. But
I gotta get.
Yeah, I gotta make phone calls.
So the next deal, bro. You go to the next deal. You hit 39,000.
Yeah.
Salute. That's crazy. All right. We ain't gonna talk about the one in the pocket, but you got. we ain't gonna give it. We ain't gonna do that.
You know, I ain't gonna talk about that.
So you hit some 39 on that.
Yeah.
All right. And things from there start to go consistent for you. You start to get some things moving. So you develop like this process, and I want us to talk about this tonight. So you develop this process of essentially like getting free leads.
Yeah.
Which guys, I put on the flyer at $0. We're about to break this all the way down for you. All right. Literally $0. Okay. Now I want to preface everything we're about to say with the fact that it's super important for you guys to understand the lower your budget is in this business, the harder you will have to work, the more foot effort, like this, the more work you will have to put in.
Right.
And I think this is missed on some people, that unless the larger your budget, the easier the business will be for you to get deals, do deals, whatever the case might be. But when you're on a really small budget, you know, you got to grind for real.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this $0 deal method. And did the 39,000, did that come from one of these deals?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right, let's talk about this.
Ain't
spend a dollar. Go.
All right. So probate deal. I went down to the courts. I was got into the habit of going every month, and I had my whole routine down. I would go every month. I would get all the probate leads. I would hit the city site or Zillow or whatever to see if they sold or not. Make sure the owner was correct.
Well, where do you go to get the probate leads, though?
Oh, I'll go to the court.
All right. So you go to the courthouse.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, we're talking probate. You go down to the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
You hit the records room at your local courthouse.
Records room. Yep.
All right. And if you guys don't know how to find probates or what probates are, whatever the case might be, ask the person at the front desk, because it could be different for your county than it is here in Richmond.
Call before you go.
And
before you even get down there, you can call. You can call and kind of get an idea of where you're going and what you're looking for.
I like that. So
you can ask them for where the deed recording is.
Love it.
And that's pretty much the same room.
Now you start going to the courthouse. How did you develop your process though? So like, how often were you going down there? You said once a month?
Once a month.
All right. And so how often do these records get updated so people know?
Honestly, it depends on the locality, how often they update them. But I know just going once a month was because you're not gonna get like a ton of leads
right
every month. So I know going once a month was enough for me to get.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not going to go down to the probate office, guys, and like walk out with 1,000 leads.
No.
Right.
Nah.
That's not how probates work.
Right.
What I actually love about probates, and it fits into your story and what you're talking about, is see with probates, like probates reward consistency. Because like the act of like pulling probates and marketing to probates requires you to be consistent to make it work.
Yeah. Like
you can't go down there this week and then go down in a couple more months. Or, like you got to actually get a schedule going and be consistent. So
even that one deal, that $39,000 deal, I initially started talking to that guy. It closed in like April, but I initially 2019, but I started talking to that guy in October of 2018.
All right, so let's talk about this though. So when you go down to the probate room, okay, you go pull probate records. How are you said $0, John. How are you able to not skip trace and get the phone? Like what do you mean?
All right, so once you know how to navigate the system or however they filed it for your locality, the phone number is normally in the records. So there's going to be a inventory sheet or some type of sheet that's going to have the deceased person, executor of the estate, whoever running their estate, or administrator of the estate.
Is that the person that we should be trying to call? Is the executor?
Yeah, you're looking for the executor or the administrator of the estate.
Okay, and so you're saying the phone number for the executor or the administrator of the estate is in the paperwork.
In the paperwork.
At the courthouse.
Yeah, and an address too, but just pick the phone up.
Let me be clear. Yeah. All right, you're telling me that I can go down to the courthouse, hit the record room, figure out how to look at the probates for my locality. All right, I can take a look at the inventory sheet for the probate. I can see whether or not they own a house or not.
Right.
If the deceased person on the inventory sheet does own a house, if I'm hearing you right, you're saying that I can call the executor, listed in the probate document, and there's a phone number located there as well. Now, when you go call them, all right, hey, yo, hold up, man. Listen, this is major, man. This is crazy. Much love, man. Much love.
Woo!
Let's go. Let's go. I love this. Yo, shout out to Bigger Pockets. Live from the federal penitentiary, 6 months to go.
Yeah.
Been studying this thing since 2018, ready to get it. Listen, whoever this is, I need you to figure out how to contact me, direct message, whatever the case might be. I need you to hit me up.
Yeah.
Me and the bandit sign bully. John, I'm bringing you in on this. All right. Me and the bandit sign bully are going to make sure you got the information you need to go out here and eat when you get home.
For sure.
Because this is the reality. Sure. They're not giving no jobs out, especially right now. The system is set up to intentionally make sure that you can't get gainful employment. So when you get home in 6 months, stay safe. God bless. When you get home, I need you to hit me up. I need you to get in touch with me on my social media. Send me a direct message, please. Me and John gonna make sure you got the game and got the information you need to eat. You got to do the work.
Yeah.
But we're gonna give it to you straight up. So make sure you hit me, man. Much love. So let's get back to this. So I'm gonna run this back, man, because this sounds too simple, John. Just gonna be honest. I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know if this is what the people thinking or watching or thinking, but
yeah,
it sounds a little simple. So again, I find the courthouse for my locality where I want to do deals at, right?
That's it.
I go down to the courthouse. I figure out the probate process.
Yep.
I look at the probate records, okay, and I'm looking for the executor or the administrator of the estate.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, you want to check the inventory sheet first to make sure they even got property.
Good point.
So if they don't have property, just next. I don't even
explain that though. Like, what's the inventory sheet and what are you looking for on it?
So the inventory sheets basically it's going to list the deceased person, the executor of the estate, and whatever property that person owned, with cars or whatever that stuff. The way it is here is normally on the second page is where the real estate or the property is for that person. So I just flip to the second page. If I see an address on there, and I flip back to the first page, start getting the information. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I love it. Yo, Bigger Pockets. I just gave my email out in the comments. Y'all, if y'all try to flood me with emails and stuff, I might not respond. I apologize in advance. I don't personally check the inbox, but my team will make sure, Bigger Pockets, that I get this email from you. Put in the email how I can reach you, my man. Let me know how I can get in contact with you. All right. So boom, that's the inventory sheet. You want to make sure that they own a property. So you see that they own a property, you know that that's a probate that you want to pull the record for.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on that probate record, John, what information from the probate are you taking off of there and writing down? Because to be clear, you're hitting the probate room with a pen and pad.
Right.
What are you writing down when you go do that?
I mean, I used to write down the address, the deceased name, the executor's name, and the phone number, and the address of the executor. Now I just write down the address, the executor, and their phone number.
Dope. So you write it down. After you get the information, how long are you waiting to call this person?
No, I'm calling them that day. I'm going.
So you getting back to the car?
Yeah.
You gotta leave the cell phone in the car.
I'm getting back to the crib. I'm gonna spend a little while there, maybe 2 hours, because I'm pulling it for the month. So it'll probably take me maybe an hour. If I'm caught up, maybe an hour.
Got it.
If I'm not caught up, maybe 2. If I got to pull up 2 months or something like that.
Got you.
So after that, I'm headed back to the crib, and I'm gonna start going through these to see what sold, what hasn't sold. Basically see what's sold already. Or what's listed. If it's sold or listed, of course, I don't pursue those.
Got you. So wait, this is a gem, bro. So before you just go willy-nilly calling everybody, whatever.
Yeah.
You running down the list real quick. I'm assuming you could just throw this in Google real quick.
Yeah, I just hit Zillow real quick.
Hit Zillow.
Yeah.
You see if the property has already been listed or not. And if it has, you take it off your list.
Well, I'll just scratch it out.
All right, guys, let me be clear. I talk about this a lot of time. I see a lot of new wholesalers get into the business, and y'all, for whatever reason, are chasing properties that are listed and stuff like that. That's not the game. That is not where the money is at. The only thing chasing properties with realtors that are listed and whatnot, it just makes you feel good because you feel like you're making some progress.
Yeah, but you're really not.
You're not. All right, you got to go direct to seller.
Yeah.
So, and I see this question a lot. Now, John, I want you to answer how you do this. So when you call the executor, are you calling saying that you know somebody passed away, or how are you doing that?
Just like any other call. Hey, this is John. Just calling about a property. Sometimes I'll say I drove past it. Sometimes I won't. Well, I'll just say I'm calling about a property, blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to find the owners to see if they're interested in an offer on it. That's that. And then if it's they'll tell you that, oh, well, it was my brother's property, or it's my family brother's property and they passed, and then you can show empathy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, or whatever the case. But I don't ever just go like, yeah, I was looking through the court records. I saw your folks died.
Yeah.
Want to know if y'all want to sell a house? Because obviously they don't need it no more. So.
Yeah. Nah, guys, listen, please. All right, we don't want you calling people saying, hey, I saw you in executive records and so passed. Please don't do that. All right. However, okay, you want to handle it like a normal phone call. You guys that are my students that are in the U, all right, what I want you to do is you're going to use the same script that you already get inside the U. That's the script that you want to use when you call the executor of these estates. You're not calling, saying anything about somebody passing away or anything like that. And understand, guys, that you are able to build super easy rapport when they tell you that somebody passed away. John, you got a line or something like that when they call, or when you call and they're like, no, that was my brother's house, he passed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Those.
So guys, you hit them with the empathy. Let them know that you got to acknowledge the situation, acknowledge what's happened. And then again, you're working the call, working the script as you would normally. All right. No question about it. Like that's what you want to do.
And a lot of times those people, like yesterday, I locked up 2 yesterday. Besides that one, I think I had another one.
Oh, but man. Wait, time out. Let me back up. How many you locked up?
I locked up one yesterday officially, but I'm going to get the other one.
Wait, is this that missile we talked about?
Yeah, I locked that up.
Oh man. Listen, I'm gonna bring you back after that. All right. after that close.
Hold on, let me move first.
Yeah. I know. Because that's the one, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk after that. I'm gonna have you back. We're gonna get it right. All right. So you call them up, and from there, right, you're working it as a normal deal.
Right.
I wanna simplify this and make sure people understand how simple this is. All right. I really want to make sure that you guys understand. John, just help me if I'm wrong, all right? Because you're the probate guy. All right. Go down to the local courthouse. Call even if I'm unsure about where to go at the courthouse. Right?
Call them and ask them where the records room is. They'll say upstairs on the second floor, downstairs in the basement behind the 2 trash cans, wherever it is.
Right. So I'm trying to find the probate office. All right. I'm looking at the inventory. I'm getting a copy of the probate records. I'm taking a look at the inventory sheet. And then anybody I see that owned property when they passed away on the inventory sheet, I'm going to take what information am I taking again?
Taking the address of the property, the executor of the estate, and their phone number, their contact information. I mean, if you want the address to mail them, I mean, you can, but just pick the phone up and call
Get on the
them.
phone.
Yeah, just call them.
And look, guys, like we literally just broke down how you can ride the bus if you need to.
Yep.
To the courthouse.
Yep. Pay $1.25, $1.50, whatever it is.
$1.25.
I won't say. All right, it won't free y'all. I paid $2 to park in the city.
Hey, listen. Let's be clear.
I paid $2 to park in the city.
Let's be clear. So you paid $2 to park.
Yeah.
And made.
Yeah.
39. I'm gonna take that.
Yeah.
Right. If I gotta throw $2 for the rest of the year a day to hope one day that 39 hit.
Once a month.
I'm gonna do that.
$2 once a month.
So you pay for parking.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, it's really that simple. Some of you guys that are on small budgets, low budgets, and you're saying, I don't got money for marketing, I don't this, I don't that.
Go get the probate leads. For one, and it's a higher quality lead. You're not gonna have to call as many as you do because I buy a list too. But with the probate leads, you're not getting that many anyway. But my contact rate's way higher with the probate leads.
Yeah. So this is a good question. Do they let you just look through the probate records on your own?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, they ain't trying to help you that much.
Yeah, they might at the most. You can now what to do now. So when you get down there, ask them. If some of them might show you how to navigate the system, but just ask them, hey, can you show me how this works? And they'll show you how to get into the system. Or you can ask them. Basically, what I say is, hey, could you show me how to search the probate records? And they'll ask me, well, is it a particular property and that you're looking for? Now I'll say, well, no, I want to see all of them for the last 30 days or from October 1st to October 30th or whatever. And they'll show you how to go in and navigate the system.
Absolutely. My guy, Chris Monroe, is in here. I see you, my brother. Good to see you in here. Here's another question. And guys, we don't want to overcomplicate this tonight, right? It's really that simple.
Yeah.
Right. And we're not saying that the first time you go do it, you're going to get a deal. Yeah. Nobody's saying that.
Yeah.
But what we are saying is that if you go do it and you do it consistently,
that's the key.
All right. So create a schedule, whether that's weekly, once a month, like John did, whatever that schedule is that you're going to go down there and get probates. You got to do it consistently. But most importantly, once you get the information, you got to actually act on that information. You got to make those phone calls. It's the only way you're going to create those deal opportunities. Jalen Dunn's got a question, John. So in my county, I tried this, but the courthouse said due to COVID, they aren't letting people in. How you been working through that?
You stop. You got to wait till they open the courthouse.
Got it. Hey.
We had that situation here for a second too. The courthouse was closed, and once they opened up, I was trying to be the first one. Yeah, I was trying to be the first one down there, and I just backlogged when they got the 3 months that I couldn't get in the courthouse.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about it. It's not like all the cases disappeared because the courthouse had been shut down.
Right, they're still in there working.
Yeah, all those probates from the last couple of months since it's been shut down are going to be there. You need to go back and pull all the records from since they closed down.
So can I say this too?
Please.
When you first start off, and what I did when I first started off is I actually went back 3 months. So what was this, November now? November. So I went and searched this hypothetical. I went and searched October, September, August,
right,
and maybe some of July too, just so I can have a thick enough list that I can get started with.
Yeah.
And then once I caught those up, I mean, it still took a while. It still took me like from maybe 6 or 7 months to even pull a deal out of that, just consistently calling.
But you did it consistently, on a monthly basis.
Right.
And I see some people asking, right, is the courthouse open now? What's the deal with that? Our courthouse is open right now.
Yeah, ours is.
Yeah, I think a lot of places nationally
shut them back down.
I think a lot of places nationally are currently open. Maybe that's going to change with COVID and the different things that are going on. Maybe we get another shutdown. Who knows? But there are counties now, not here, but there are counties where this information is available free online.
True indeed.
So you need to make the phone call. Everybody on here, everybody that sees this, you should be blowing up your local court clerk tomorrow. Like, you should be calling and asking about the probate process, and then is the information available online or not? In some places you can get it on paper in person, or you can get it online. Some places you can only get it in person. Like here in Richmond, you got to go get it in person. All right. So you guys got to call around to the whatever your state locality you're in. You're calling your local city government. So if you live in, Richmond, Virginia, you're going to the Richmond City Courthouse. All right. And guys, if you got questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. We want to answer these questions for you guys for sure. Here, John, we got one. So are the probates online? Well, we just talked about that. Let me scroll up. I thought I saw something. Been seeing this question a lot lately. It's always an interesting question. So I got a hot lead today, literally fire damaged property. It's not completely burned down, but 35%. How do we go about this one? You want to answer? You want me to answer it?
Yeah, go ahead. Because I only did maybe one fire damage.
Didn't you remember that fire damage property at Wholesale? Was that last year? Over there in Bird Park?
Yeah, she called me too. I remember that.
Yeah. Because remember, I tried to get you to like lowball it or something like that.
Yeah. And I actually got one now. The only reason I didn't call her back yet because she said her son.
You know what's crazy about that deal though? Yeah. This is how I know you the probate guy, bro. I called you and asked you if you was the other competing offer on that deal because it was a probate. You remember that?
Yeah.
It was a probate. The guy passed in the house. Remember, I called you up and I'm like, John, you trying to beat my offer on this house, bro? Like.
She actually hit my bandit sign or either Craigslist ad. Though.
The bandit sign bully. I love it.
I think she actually hit one of my bandits.
So Charles, let me simplify this for you when it comes to fire damage. This is not complicated. All right. So one of two things. So number one, all right, very, very simple thought. All right. What do you do if you get in a car accident right now? If your car catches on fire right now, what are you going to do? I'm going to call an insurance company. What would you be doing?
Call an insurance company.
I think we all would be calling the insurance company. I had a house flood the other week. First thing I did while I'm standing at the house, saw that it was flooding, called the insurance company. If somebody's house is caught on fire, I can assure you they've likely 9.5 out of 10 times have called the insurance company. Just like if you get in a car accident, all right, and your car needs to be repaired. the insurance company is going to send an adjuster out to look at your car, or in this case, your fire damaged house, and they're going to come up with a cost to either repair it, or they're going to determine that it's a total loss. Okay. So if they determine that it's a total loss, then you look at it just based on land. Okay. Now, if you're saying 35% of the property's been burned or whatever the case might be, the thing that I would be doing was just ask the homeowner, hey, do you have a copy of the repair estimate that the insurance company provided you? Because the insurance adjuster is going to bring in a contractor to do an estimate on that property because they insure that loss. And so you simply build rapport and then ask them for a copy of that. And then when they provide it to you, which if you build good rapport, they will, all right, all you simply have to do is use that inside of your offer amount and as justification as to why you have to pay what you have to pay for it. Now, we all know
that's game.
Hey, listen, and to be honest, John,
hope y'all caught that, man, because
I ain't gonna say it again. Hey, that's some cold game. All right.
I hope y'all caught that.
So
I just did.
Because the reality of it is, let's be honest. All right. The insurance company is generally always going to pay you more than what it would cost you to get it done. All right. So ask for the estimate and then use that to your advantage in the conversation. All right. Now, the other part of this is, all right, you have to look at this at a base level. All right. So I don't know what 35% necessarily means.
Right.
All right. But it's okay. Does the property need to be gutted out? Do 2 rooms need to be completely gutted out? Does the HVAC system need to be replaced?
The kitchen fire?
Was it a kitchen fire? Like, because then you just look at it the same way you would look at any other repair. All right. Or any other property that has to get rehabbed. So if the room has to be gutted out and the framing under the where the fire damage was at is still in good condition and doesn't need to be replaced, then you just look at it as if you would have to replace a room or completely renovate a room on any other comp or any other property. All right. But I just gave y'all a Fendi fact, and I just gave y'all some cold game. So I'm not even going to dig too much more into fire damage.
We'll talk about fire damage.
Me and you will talk offline because I can blow your mind. But I see somebody shouted out my guy, Elijah. That's my brother. Go check out his Facebook group. He's the fire damage king. Go check out his Facebook group. He's got some information in there, I believe, on fire damage. All right. Guys, again, if you got questions, go ahead and drop them for us. We'll go ahead and answer them for you guys right now. Let me see what else we got. What's this one? So lots of counties have their probate records online for free. Get the info straight from it. If you're too cheap, well, I'll say frugal. All right. If you're too frugal, use True People Search to skip trace the records themselves. Don't have to contact if they don't have the contact info for the executor. But yeah, like this person says, call them up, boom, get your money. I mean, that's what it is, man. You can make some serious money on probates. Jasmine's got a great comment. Build relationships with the staff in the probate court. Yeah. Wow. She says hers email her over new leads.
I might have to try that because I mean they know me. They ask about my son when I come in there.
Yeah, they got to look out for you. They might not do that for me, but
you don't know you like that.
Nah. I don't got that. I don't got the pull like the bandit sign bully in there, man.
I let my son get him, man. My son.
Yeah, they let the kids, man. Yeah, nah. Jasmine, shout out to the U fam. How often do you call probate leads? Voicemail? Do you text?
Yeah, I do all of that. So part of the system I had, like once I go get them all, I will go break them all down that day. I will call them all that day. So like I said, I didn't, it started off maybe 100 leads or something, and it just grows each month. So in the beginning, I'm calling maybe 60 or 70 leads. Over time, now I'm calling 200 leads. But I generally call them all that day that I go get them. So it's normally like once a month I'll make that initial call, and then you'll get hits in there. So you'll have follow-up calls and all that scheduled through whatever hits or contacts you get. But normally I was just calling them once a month, and sometimes once every other week. So I would call them like the day I get them, wait 2 weeks, call them again, wait 2 weeks, go get fresh leads, call them off. So I just put it in a consistent system. Just did it consistently.
Love it. Love it. John, this is a good question. What made you continue to want to proceed with wholesaling, King?
Man, I ain't have no other way, man. Like where I come, I mean, I'm from Richmond.
Talk about that though.
I mean, I'm from Richmond, bro. You know what the neighborhood's like in Richmond. You know what the income like in Richmond. So it's like, do you continue to do that, or do you, find something else to do?
Yeah. Do you want to do it the right way?
Yeah. Do you want to be, you want to be trap king all your life? So I mean,
and ain't no money in that. I can tell you. There's definitely no money.
The risk to reward won't worth it.
It ain't worth it. You can't make 39 bands on 2. I know that. I know enough to know that. Right. I'm just saying.
$2 ain't no.
That's
no
all
way.
I'm saying.
Ain't no way.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Like even with buying lists. So if I spend, let's just say you got a little bit of money. Let's say you got.
Break it down for him, man.
Let's say you got like $600 or something. $600. So you buy a list, 2,500 names. What is it, like 9 cents a record or something? Maybe 6 cents a record.
Yeah. Let's just say 10 cents.
All right. So 2,500 names, 10 cents. What's that? $250.
Yep.
And then you go and skip tracing for another 15 cents. So you basically at 25 cents a lead. So you basically at 4 for $1. So you got these things 4 for $1 now. You can read up with $100 or 200, whatever you finna do, whatever you read up with, and you just beating that list over and over again.
This is how y'all got to start looking at this, right? I'm getting potential deals. Every 4 only cost me $1.
Yeah.
So some of y'all are stuck in the thought process of spending money on your business, and you gotta move off of that. You should be consistent in what you're spending to buy records, to buy data for your business on a monthly basis. And it's simple, man. It's like, all right, every 4 records I get cost me $1 to have the name and the phone numbers.
All right.
I'm giving myself a shot to get busy and make some money.
All right. And I beat the brakes. Like I just did a deal. I closed the deal last month, $11,000. This is the 3rd time I call that list. I bought this list November of last year, a year ago.
Oh man, we got to talk about this, man. We got to talk about this because I hear this all the time, and I call them list junkies. All right, they buy a list, work that list once, and then immediately go to get another list.
I got records I done hit like 15 times.
Me too, me and you both.
I'm gonna
wear them all the way out.
Yeah, until you say don't call me no more until I hit somebody. Because the funny thing is, you never know when you go catch that person. It's this business really timing, and that's kind of what allowed me to compete. Just timing for real. Because y'all rolling, man. Like this cat rolling, buying 20 million records a month.
Man,
but seriously, because people think because excuse me, because they're in the market with some sharks, or because this cat, he doing this and this and that, he doing that they can't get in and get a piece of get their piece of it. It ain't like that at all, man. You can come out here, get your product and just go to work, because it's all about timing with a lot of these. He might prep the person up, the person could be ready to sell or whatever, and then you call them the next day, and they just go with you.
Some people are just whatever. And it's whatever it is, right? Like some people are gonna like you more than they're gonna like me, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And so the business is about timing. It's about being consistent.
Yeah.
What is your follow-up process again on these probate leads when you go get them?
Every other week, once a month to every other week.
All right. So either once or twice a month, you're recalling those leads. Guys, I cannot stress the importance enough. All right. Following up.
Follow up.
If you're one of my students, and don't drop it in the comments, but if you're one of my students, you know about the new system and how it follows up for you. We're gonna keep that in-house for right now. All right, we're gonna keep that in-house right now. Yeah. We're gonna keep it in-house. All right.
Jack Nicholson.
But I'm giving y'all. I gave y'all a system to follow up for you. All right, you don't even got to follow up yourself. It does the work for you until the seller's ready. All right.
Just take that time to get on the phone, man. People always, I don't got time. I work. Man, I had side business, wife, kid, all of that stuff, but I still find time to go get on that phone.
Yeah, man. All right, so let me get this here. So, John, let me get you to answer this. Would it be an advantage to connect with probate attorneys for leads?
I mean, I would say so. If you got a good relationship with probate attorney, I'm pretty sure he can let you know. I mean, my attorney send me buyers and all type of stuff. So yeah, I would say so. Yeah, especially if he knows what you're looking for. You doing business with them, they'll especially if you do good business, they keep you in mind. They'll call you up. I mean, that's been my experience.
Absolutely. I see somebody. Let me see, Jalen. Listen, make a post in the group. Tag both of my accounts in the group, and I got you. All right. Make a post and tag me. Let's see. So this is a good question. Guys, again, if you got questions, go ahead and drop them before we get ready to get out of here. So my guy, Charles Armstrong, shout out to him. What's one tip from you and John to get over the fear of calling? I can't do it, but still get sick.
You got that nerve, man. You got that nerve. All right. So
wait, did you ever have that though?
What, like the fear of calling?
The nerves and the fear of getting on the phone.
I still get it.
Talk about that though. I feel like people don't talk about that enough.
Man, just get on the phone. I still get it. I got this thing I got called Do It Now. Because if I don't do it now, hours will go by and it'll be 6 o'clock and I ain't got on the damn phone yet. So I'm supposed to get on the phone at 9 o'clock in the morning. For one, the first tip I got is get on there early. The earlier you get on there, the earlier you'll get it done. You fresh in the morning. Your brain's sharp. You just. I mean, for me, you just fresh in the morning. So get it done early if you can. If you're not working a 9 to 5 or something like that. As far as like getting over it, it's just called call reluctance, and you just got to keep doing it. So I mean, I still get now. I just don't want to do the shit. You know what I'm saying?
You get too much money now. You get too much.
But that's I just don't want to do the shit all the time. That's what it is. But I know I have to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not even an issue of fear. As far as the fear, man, you just having a conversation. They only gonna say yes, no, maybe. How you get my number?
F off.
Yeah, did you see a fucking sign in the yard?
Right.
A lady cussed me out today. She called me back and apologized.
Yeah, and this is the thing about that. Like, we got to understand that we don't know what anybody's going through.
Right.
We're calling people in distress.
Right.
That are going through real life situations. We're talking about probates tonight.
Yeah.
A probate that means that somebody in your family has passed.
Right.
All right. And now you're getting phone calls about buying that property that may have sentimental value.
Right.
That could have been your mother, your father.
Right.
Your best, it could be whoever. All right. So you should never take people's reactions to talking to you on the phone.
Don't take it personal, man.
We don't know their story. We don't know their circumstances.
If you call my phone out the blue talking about, I might tell you.
Me too. Me too.
I might troll you.
Exactly.
You're laughing at you.
So Charles, you just gotta not take it personal, and then two, I like this concept that John has of do it now.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like I talk about sometimes inside the U, where for me, it was always, now I don't have that fear anymore. I don't enjoy it necessarily, but I don't have that fear anymore.
Right.
And because the mindset shift for me was that I got to take care of myself, my family. I got to do these things. I got to eat. I don't want to be in the circumstances that I was in before. I don't want to be working at T-Mobile making $15 an hour.
I got one more tip for him too. Shit, look at your bank statement. My bank statement said negative 500 a couple months ago. Shit,
you posted about this in the group.
You're damn right.
So, talk about that though. So
all right, I did a $39,000 deal in the 2018.
You blew a couple bags. I blew
a couple bags.
We all, and it's okay.
I blew a couple bags.
I've blown a couple. I know it.
So the beginning of the year, I was hurt again, man.
I was back at one.
I was trying to, all these systems. I had the shiny object syndrome. I saw ringers voicemail and text messaging and two clowns that stand on their head and wave bandit signs and all this stuff. So I'm trying to buy all of this stuff. Like, yeah, let me go and get all of this stuff, and that's gonna blow me up. So, I mean, and without the consistency too, rather. So, I mean, I was trying to use that stuff to replace
consistency is key on the cold calling too.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? You do something 14 days straight. You make it a habit or 21. Something like 21 days straight. Like, you just gotta put the time on.
With me 4.
That's how you build. That's how you build.
4 days.
You gotta just make it a habit and be intentional about it.
Yeah.
And you gotta respect what's on the other side of the phone. Like, the money's on the other side of the phone. You gotta make the call.
How bad you want it, bro.
And Charles, you're in the U, all right? So you're familiar with the system that I just dropped for you guys. I mean, bro, get that and put that system to work for yourself if you haven't already. Now, guys, the
That's
reality.
Charles right there?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Charles, look. So look.
That's Charles Armstrong.
So look. All right, bet. Man, why you getting sick off a cold? You supposed to be, man, bro. You ain't sick. Stop playing.
Get them right, man.
So,
Get them right.
You ain't sick. So look, as you going through your calls and they reject you, just write down the things that they saying, that your rejections. And then just start to come up with some stuff you can say, because they're gonna start to say the same things over and over again. So after you get familiar with that, it's gonna turn to nothing. It's like you already know what they're gonna say. So if they say no, you say, oh, well, you sure? And at least you know what I'm saying. Just kind of get what you're gonna say ready. Oh, do you have any other properties? Whatever you're gonna say. They say, fuck you. All right, well, you have a nice day, sir. Whatever it is, all right. Whatever I'm saying, whatever your thing is, you're gonna say to that objection, because you're gonna get the same rejection. Just do that, and then it just becomes like,
wait a second, John. The bandit sign bully just dropped some major heat. All right, that's some cold game. So I talk a lot about developing your go-to lines, because the situations are going to be so similar from talking to seller.
Yeah.
Bro, I got to run this back because that was cold. All right, I dropped some cold game on the fire damage. You dropping some cold game on the cold call.
Hey, man, that's what we're here for.
So, guys, what John just said, Charles, all right, is take a pen and pad, start making some phone calls, and then document out each rejection that you get from a seller. All right. And then what you will start to do, right, John, is you start to develop, like I have. And Charles, you've seen me when we do the weekly calls and how I just go straight into what I would say to a seller. It's because I've honed in on what the scenario would be. Yeah. I've gotten the reps.
Yeah.
I've honed in on what the scenario might be and what exactly I need to say for any time that scenario presents itself. So what John's saying is you write down these common rejections, create almost your own rebuttal sheet, and what you would say to these things. That's going to increase your comfortability on the phone. That's some cold game. I like that. All right. But Charles, get on the phone. Even if you text guys, even if you send voicemails, you're going to have to get on the phone to close deals. You can't close a deal by just throwing voicemails to somebody. You're going to have to possibly negotiate and things of this nature. So you want to create that. All right. Feel the fear and do it anyway. They got my money. I'm going to go get it.
Straight up there. Hey, Mr. 10,000, can I get that?
I need it. I don't know who this is, Facebook user, but that's a 50 fact. I got one for you, John. How accurate is fast people search? Well, hey, listen, you know what's crazy? How I'm tripping so hard, dog? Because as I'm reading this shit in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, he ain't used it before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So how accurate is fast people search with finding the executor or petitioner, or would you recommend skip tracing the executor?
If you got the 15 cents to spend the skip trace, man, just go ahead and
just skip it.
Because for another thing too, man, with going the free route, it's gonna take, like you said, longer. It's gonna take you more time, because now you got to sit and do each individual record. Do fast
forever,
right? Instead of just uploading your list or whatever,
and getting busy.
And was it take a couple minutes?
Listen, it's what $4 for $1.
It's $4 for $1.
It's every dollar. Get me 4 sellers.
And probate's free, so what does that make it? $6 for $1.
Yeah, and probates, they already gonna have the phone when the person files the probate. Part of the document they have to fill out for the court to go to probate, they have to put their phone number down for the court to contact them. So you got to assume the person is always going to be putting down their best number to be contacted at.
Yeah, it's going to be the right number.
It's not going to be, it ain't their Google Voice.
It's going to be the right number.
It's that AT&T Verizon. Yeah. All right.
It's going to be 1 to 2 numbers, a house number. And that's just like, sometimes it's more than one person. So you might got 2 or 3 numbers, but it's normally like their cell phone or their house number. And with probates, I do leave messages and I do send texts.
Nice.
So another thing for Charles, maybe you're a little more comfortable with the inbound calls, because it's just, I don't know if that's just the progression of calls, but I was like that at first too. I'm more comfortable on the inbound side, so I would leave a voicemail, send a text, so you can call me or respond. And now you're a warm lead, and it's not as I don't got the nerve so much.
Yeah. Shout out to Maria. I see you in here. Slow feet don't eat, man. That's at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Slow feet don't eat, man.
Can't be
Shout out
slow
to
out
Die
here.
Acquisitions. You gotta move your feet and
Be
get
slow out
deals.
here, Chris will get all your deals, man. You be sad face.
And you know I ain't playing. You know I ain't playing. You know I ain't playing.
Yeah.
And I won't feel bad about it. If you ain't moving your feet, I'll come take your deal. All right. Shout out to Ashley, you fam. People getting upset about these voting texts, and I told them, well, I'm that annoying person who be texting people all day. I like that, Ashley. I like that. Shout out to Charles, Real Talk. Thank you for that. Shout out to you, John, man. You just dropped some gems right there. Cassandra, another you fam. You just have to know that the person on the other end does not know you.
Yeah, true indeed.
They can't see you. Just call. If they cuss you out, call them. I like her style.
Laugh.
I like her style. Yeah, and I just, you know what I always do?
When I get cussed out, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I used to do this, man, when I was in customer service. When I was at T-Mobile, people would call in cussing. You know what I mean? And I would just be like, "Hey, John, I'm sorry. Like, are you having a bad day?" And just like that little thing to like throw the person off, or like get them to relax. Yeah. Or what it would do is maybe they were really having a bad day, and I created my own opportunity to build rapport. Yeah,
because they'll start telling you, "Yeah, man, F this," because
such and such, COVID this.
Yeah. They'll tell you,
yeah. Let me see.
I just laugh it off though, for real.
Hey John, yo, they saying Gordon Gecko was saying that the bandit sign bully has been blowing bags. He's been blowing bags.
Hey, man, a couple of fast men.
I know it. All right. So let me see. Let me get this. I had a lady tell me I angered her because I contacted her about her father's property. Would it make sense to give that information to another wholesaler? Yep. Yeah. So play the 2-man game. Like we did on that seller in Bird Park.
Yeah.
Right. I had a deal. I was having a breakdown in communication with the seller. I knew it was a deal. So I hit John and asked if he would jump in and try to help me in some way, make a quick phone call, see what's going on with the seller, that kind of thing. This is absolutely a Fendi fact right here.
Yeah.
People get caught up on accuracy and whatnot.
I see that too.
Call it a damn number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just listen, Listen, I talk about this a lot. It's extremely important for y'all to understand. If data is what is needed to get any deal whatsoever, meaning if you don't have seller records and phone numbers, you're not going to get deals unless you're sending mail. Okay. So if you know that that's the coal to the engine, that's the gasoline to the car, all right, that the whole car won't move without gasoline in it, why would you not be going to get the appropriate grade of gasoline to put in your car?
Man,
there's absolutely no reason, guys, that you should be cheaping out on your list or your phone numbers, because that's literally what you need to get a deal. Like at a minimum, if you don't have anything else, you can still get a deal with somebody's contact their phone number and their seller record. Like there's no reason to try to skip out and be cheap and save money or get it free. Because then and this is what kills me with this. Then you spend money on everything else in the process. You got prop stream, you got this, you got that, but you're not spending money on the data. Like you're not even putting good data in your business. You can't drive your car without gasoline. You can't do your business without getting good data in it. I'm assuming you would think the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, you need it. If you need it, I mean, that's what we're running off.
My man said he's going to the court office tomorrow.
Go get him. That's Donzel.
Yeah.
Go get him, Donzel.
Just had surgery, so my feet ain't moving, but I can surely make calls.
Oh, you up?
Talk to him.
Who my brush at? I heard it the floor. Hey, if your feet can't eat, I mean, I'm sorry. If your feet can't, if you can't move around, you supposed to be making calls all day.
All day.
By the time you heal up, you supposed to be
got a bag to blow or something.
Right. Expert 99 level caller or something like.
Yeah. I don't know who this is. Facebook user. Shout out to you, man. Salute.
What's up, man? Yeah.
Law Clerk on Demand is in here. What up? We're talking probates tonight. Law Clerk on Demand is a probate legend.
Oh, nice.
All right. Guys, if you want probate game charged up, is the code. Go to Law Clerk on Demand.
Is that Atlanta?
In Atlanta, North Carolina, but she's got a course She's got a course on what we're talking about tonight.
Yeah.
It's not expensive whatsoever. You can use the code charged up, and it literally will take you and it'll show you step by step exactly how to do what we're talking
That's
about
dope.
tonight.
That's dope. Yeah, so I saw an interview with her. She got some good stuff. Check her out.
Absolutely.
Law clerk on demand.
Absolutely. Let me see what else we got. Shout out to Bam. I don't care about getting cursed out. I'm married with 4 kids. So at least on the phone, I can get cursed with a 10. Right. I know that's right, bro.
Right?
I know.
Experts are getting cursed out.
Yeah, you're not spending money on the data. You got to put money on your data.
Go, man. And it's not expensive. $4 for $1.
I like this. Ashley said you can't, and this is really real. This is really real. You can't come between a black man and his hairbrush. Oh
man, let me put this down.
You can't, and you just can't.
Put that down over there.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
You a trip, yeah.
Yeah. So Giselle, once I get paid, she got the probate list. Yeah, guys, like probate is the way if you're on a really small, tight budget. And tap in with John too. I'm gonna put under this video. I'm gonna put John's Instagram handle, even though you're not on there enough and you're not posting enough content. I'm gonna encourage you right now to post some more.
I'll be back. I'll be on there in a second, y'all. Just hold up.
There it is. Go follow him. So when he starts posting again, he's gonna have some crazy game on there for y'all, I'm sure. Let me see what we got here. I'm waiting on a seller to sign an agreement. It's been 1 week. And guys, if you got more questions, go ahead and ask them because we're gonna get out of here soon if there's no more questions. I'm waiting on a seller to sign an agreement. It's been a week and a half. He's had some things happen in life, but we agreed to the deal and it will be a $50,000+ assignment. How should I follow up? I know exactly what I would do. I want you to say what you would do.
Well, I had that situation today. I was ready to get on the phone with a follow up, but he ended up calling me. But I mean, I would hit him with the apology matter. Hey, Mr. Seller, I'm sorry if I did something wrong. I thought we had a deal, just whatever I need to do. Hey man, you kick it a little better than me though. But basically, just apologize to him if you did something wrong, and I try to get him back on the phone, see if you can get him to come back around.
Yeah, I agree with that 110%. It's either one of two things. Either you did something on the phone to push the seller away.
That price.
All right. That's what I'm about to touch. So maybe there was something in your contract or something like that. All right. However, 9.5, I'm going to keep saying 9.5. Instead of 9, I'm going to say 9.5. All right. 9.5 out of 10 times. It's the price. And this is where y'all mess up, Keith. I'm going to keep it real with you. All right. This is where y'all mess up. You about to make $50,000. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. All right. You got a seller that was going to sign a contract with you a week and a half ago that lets you know he is a seller. He wants to sell.
Why are you waiting a week and a half, fam? That's 50.
Go.
Bro, why are you waiting a week and a half, fam? You supposed to be on them the next morning, bro, for that 50.
Knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to do. Text.
With some cookies at the door.
Something. But what you have to understand, this is extremely important. Not just for Keith, and Keith, I'm not beating you up, and not just for Keith, but for everybody watching this, period. Don't be greedy in wholesaling. All right. Let me be very, very clear in what I'm telling you right now. You are not the only person calling this seller about selling a house.
He probably shopping there.
He has been shopping that deal because he's not happy with the price. He wants to sell. He's motivated to sell, but he's not happy with the price. And so his last resort is he'd have to take your deal.
So he gave him the price at 95.
Listen, I want to help you out again. All right. If I gave you a price today of 95, and then somebody else called me tomorrow talking about a little bit more change, or that they want to come out and take a look and they can put an offer together for me, that 95 changes. That 95 changes. So I would follow up with the seller in whatever way that you've been communicating with the seller and ask him how he feels about the price. It could be, and I've seen this happen so many times. It could be the difference of $500, $1,000. It could be the difference of paying closing costs. It could be the difference of $5,000. Do not let $50,000 or $40,000, $45,000 slip away because you're thinking about your profit.
Now, I want to ask you, was he ghosting on you too? Because I had a seller give me the price and then ghost on me. So I call him from a different number. He'll pick up.
Yeah, you can do that too. Call from a different number.
And then ghost on that number.
Yeah.
So with that one, I don't really know for real. I don't know what, because I had one similar to that, and the guy gave me the price. I got him down like $4,000 or something like that, and that might have been what it was. You know what I'm saying?
And this is why when a seller gives me a price, the first thing I try to do is try to act like I can't. And I'm talking about home run deal. This is a home run deal. I try to act like it's a stretch to even make that work. All right, because I want to set that expectation. Because what happens is the seller say 95, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Let me send you the contract. I'm in my mind, if I'm the seller, I'm like, whoa, like he moving a little too fast on that. I might can squeeze a little bit more.
I got some money left on the table.
Yeah, so like, you got to go get this person back on the phone
ASAP.
All right, if you got to knock on the door, you got to send a text. In my opinion, this generally is always about price. It could be something in the contract or something like that. But what I can tell you from 10 plus years of experience is that when somebody's uncomfortable about the price, they start to become uncomfortable about other things. Now it's the closing costs. Now it's the contract. Now it's this. Guys, it generally always falls to price.
Start nitpicking that right now.
Yeah, it always kind of starts to fall to price because a lot of people just don't want to tell you no. It's easier to avoid you or do this or do that instead of just saying no. So hope you can get that lead back on the line. That's a beast deal.
How many times you told somebody I might instead of just saying no?
Yeah, that's like your man call you. Like people be calling me because they know I got a pickup truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they be like, hey man, like, yeah, I gotta move, bro. You know that. And I'm like, damn. Like what they really want to say is, hey, CJ, I know you got a truck.
Yeah.
I gotta move. You like, can I use your truck? You mind helping? Something like that.
Yeah.
Now I know that's why you calling me.
Right.
If you don't say it, man, I ain't got no help to give. I ain't got no help to give.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, closed mouth don't get fed.
It don't. Yeah, I like this right here. I use Postmates. I just be using it to order food. But yeah, you can do anything on Postmates, man. You can send somebody some flowers, some cookies. That's cold. Cassandra dropping game.
I'm gonna use that next time I get cussed out at home.
Yeah. I like that. This is some game right here. Price is not always the problem, but almost always the solution. Hey. This is some game.
Hey.
If somebody's hung up on something else, if they're waiting to hear for another offer or something like that, bumping your price up a little bit, and creating a sense of urgency to get a response out of the seller, that might start moving their feet. Seller asked me for my company name. I don't have an LLC. How do I talk around that? Specifically, when it comes to the name I put on the contract, they think I work for a company.
Hey, I don't have a company per se. I just buy properties. Me and my buddies, or me and my husband. Not my husband.
I know what you meant.
But me and my wife, or me and my brother buy properties together. I say I buy properties with Chris all the time. I'm like, yeah, me and a couple partners in the city who just buy all of,
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. So
I like that. I like that a lot. Let me see. We got Keith back. I texted and called, but I don't want to seem pushy and lose it all.
He ghosted on you.
I gave him the benefits and he agreed. He just wants to take his time. Will do. Thank you for the advice. Keith, best of luck. Shout out to you. Sounds like you're working this thing really hard.
My bad for laughing, Keith, but it's just the business. That's
how it go. They be stressful on them big deals, home run deals too.
But that's just if you don't learn to laugh,
computer like
right,
going crazy. Your anxiety going crazy waiting for that.
You better learn how to laugh it off, man. Don't get emotionally attached to that 50,000 until you get that HUD one and that check in your hand.
Yeah, because it could have title issues
and not even be a deal at all. Like the one I got today, I ain't turn up about it.
Can't
till I get that
till
check.
It hit.
Yeah,
and the reality is too, what I see happen way too often on stuff like this is people will get so consumed in the thought of that deal and trying to get it done because it's a home run deal. Now you start working on all your other stuff.
Or just a contract period. Oh, I got a contract. Let me focus on this contract.
Yeah, no doubt, man. But keep make it work. If you're in the U, let me know how that goes, man. I want to hear about it. Guys, if you don't, look at Bam.
Keep get somebody else to call them too, man.
Yeah, get somebody to call them a different number.
Yeah, get one of your buddies to swing on them with a
40 person. Airs.
Oh, that's a
partition suit.
Partition suit all day.
Yeah, I'm taking that straight to court.
I got that for you, man. What's wrong? You need help on that one?
Yeah, holla at John, man. He got you. He can walk you through that. Guys, we're gonna get ready to get out of here. We've been on here almost an hour and a half. Shout out to all you guys for sticking in here with us tonight. This will be up on YouTube tomorrow morning. If you guys want to, for sure, man. It's been You my dog, man. I'm glad to have you come through, man. I'm glad to have you come through, talk game, talk about the business, man. It's been a pleasure to see your journey, the highs, the lows. Like it's been dope, man.
Still rolling.
No doubt, man. I'm happy for you, man. Look, success look good on you, man. It look good on you, man.
Appreciate it.
I love to see it. Yeah. I love to see it. I love to see it. But yeah, look, guys. I mean, look. End of the day, we just gave you some game on how you can do free.
That's my cousin right there. Shout out to Leah, yo.
Yo, shout out to Leah. Listen, she know the U vibes.
Yeah,
she know the U vibes and everything. She already know the U vibes and everything. I love that.
We catch on quick, man. I tell you, 4 days we gotta have it.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
We quick like that.
No doubt, man. But guys, listen, press hard in your business. Look, the elections tonight or is going on today. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. The next couple of months is going to bring. But what I can tell you more than anything is there's going to be money to be made. People still need a place to live. People still going to be passing away. Probate opportunities are still going to be available. Go out here, man. Work hard. Overcome your fears. Overcome your call reluctance. And I mean, ultimately make it happen. If you need coaching or any mentorship, you can look below this video. There will be a link where you can come join the U. All right. John, I mean, what do you got to say to the people, man? Thank you for coming, man.
My pleasure, man. Thank you. Just get on the phone. Look, if you don't have any money, you ain't got $600 for a list right now. You ain't got $600 to buy 2,500 records right now. Take your $2 or maybe $4 so you can get back home.
All right.
Or $5 so you can get you a drink while you're down there. Go to the probate office or call before you get there. Call the probate clerk. Ask them where is the deed and recording room, records room, probate records room. Go down there, figure out how to get them to show you or figure out how to navigate that system and pull you some free leads from out there and just go home and call them. Call them every week. You know, don't worry about my schedule. I call them every 2 weeks. That's what I do. You call them every week, every 4 days, whatever you do. Beat that list up until you get them.
Yeah, make it happen, man.
Make it happen.
Guys, go out here and get paid, man. Make it work. All right. This business is not crazy complicated. This business rewards hard work and it rewards consistency. So John is a testament to just getting to a point of creating consistency because you weren't always consistent.
Nah, it's my consistency.
So, you weren't always consistent.
That's how I can know. I can tell when y'all bullshitting because
and that's what I keep trying to tell him. Like, John, we've been doing this so long.
I can tell when y'all bullshitting.
You can't hit me with the this happened. Like, yo, you won't do no work.
Right.
You won't talking to no sellers. Like, nah, no doubt. So, guys, much love. If you're into you, we'll see you back in there. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Much love to y'all. Everybody, we out. Peace.
Later.